Hey guys, welcome to another session with me. It's September, guys, so we are going to start our 100k challenge really soon. We're starting on the 15th of September. It's something that I'm really looking forward to. Let's check the market quickly and we'll see how long the session will be, to be honest. We'll discuss more a little bit later and during the next couple of days, but I'll try till 15 to have a session almost every single day. Because when we start our challenge, our 100k challenge, we will still do free sessions for you guys. When I say free sessions, I more mean these sessions. But I won't be able to do it every single day. So we'll limit that to, let's say, 2 to 3 sessions every single week. But we will have a lot more things going on. So take a look at the calendar, guys. Today we have a jobs data coming from the US in 40 minutes. Tomorrow, nothing. Really nothing. Like we have PMI, nothing special there. But Friday should be interesting just because we have non-farm payroll, unemployment data, because it's the first Friday of the week. So definitely something to look forward to. Yesterday, we had the data coming from the Europe. Inflation data showing 2.1%. To be honest, I really don't believe in those data. When you look overall picture, what's happening in the Europe and things like that, that inflation data, okay, I don't say it's wrong, but that 2.1 really don't mean much. Of course, if you take a look at the market, first dollar index still holding around the lows. So we still didn't see any real bullish power. Yeah, just because nothing really changed in the US for now. From a V perspective, guys, I'm still looking this as a potential for another push lower. The more I'm looking at this, the more this is starting to feel like a potential triangle, just because we have a lot of choppy movements. And their trend, if we look from the larger picture, is still bearish. We never tested that equal-x from here to here. Just move my mic so I can see it. So from here to here, we never done that equal-x. Let's change the color so you can see it better. Definitely in terms of the time, I think we should be okay, but even that, like how long it took from here to here, to here to here, I believe one more push lower is going to be necessary before we see a reversal. Like for the downside, we need to see some bearish movements. Definitely we have a data coming, let's see now, that can move us lower, but NFP can be that trigger for that final push lower, if you ask me. A similar story we have in the Euro USD. Market is around the highs. We've seen the inflation data, and technically speaking, the ECB wanted what? The ECB wanted that 2% inflation. But the market really don't buy that part. Of course, I still believe that we are going to see additional push higher before market start to move lower. But in general, short term, both sides can be in play. We'll check the short term time frames fast, guys. Keep in mind, guys, for some reason I disabled the comments on the YouTube, so you can type inside of a hub if you want. I found maybe a cleanest of, let's say, dollar index and the Euro USD, cleanest of the three. Definitely we seen a three-leg move. We are seeing additional three-leg move, but I'm focusing here is that breakout that can move us towards the new highs. So breakout can move us above 137.9, so let's say 138 area. That would be ideal. So for me, definitely the pound is on my radar for this week. Look cleanest. So Aussie dollar is doing what we want. We are seeing that ABC, that breakdown market moving higher, small pullback, maybe additional push down, but it doesn't matter. I'm bullish. I want to see, let's say, new highs clear above 65, 60, and from there see the new highs above the ending point of the wave 1, which is 66.23. So from that point, I like it. I want it on my radar. We'll check it later on. Dollar CAD, I have love and hate relationship here. It doesn't look clean. I would really love to see additional move up before we drop down, but what other pairs suggest is that the wave B should already be complete cycle and that we should see a further push down. So while we remain below that 139.26 area, I want to be bearish. I'm not that keen on trying to, let's say, follow too much on this pair, but I can say that this can go for a nice head and shoulders, and if that's the case, then a breakout can be a decent play towards the new low, so below 135.44, that have a decent amount of sense, guys, if you ask me, that can really work out. So why not? But only as a head and shoulders. I want to watch this. Everything else is a waste of time. Dollar yen, choppy movement. When you look at the daily time frame from here, so from July 2024 till September, market was perfect. Even from there, we had a decent real leg move, push down, but we are failing to break below that, let's say 140. We are failing there. So since we don't have a clear direction here, for me, the best option would be to go with the idea of a potential triangle and look for a more choppy movements before market give us a real clue where are we going. The only question we need to answer is like if the wave C is complete or we are still in the wave C. Definitely we need to take below 147 if we want price to move lower. Short term, definitely I want to be more bearish compared to the euro yen, where I see it much more cleaner. Last week we went for a long that worked out fine. Triangle breakout, we are seeing a move towards the new high. So definitely want to stick with that idea, looking for a price above 174 next. Till there, we'll see if we have some trading opportunities that can allow us to pick up more long plays along the way. Gold market moving finally the way we want. I told you guys, gold will be the best trading opportunity for us during the summer. Didn't know how long it will take for a triangle to break out and move us higher. Gold colors quickly, guys. It's at 127 too. So for me, the next area of interest for gold can easily be 3,600 to 3,700. This is the next area where we can see the gold. I definitely like this play a lot. Waited for too long for this, but at the end of the day, it was worth waiting on. So we should still be bullish because if we go with the idea that we completed the wave 4 as a triangle here, we need to go with the idea this is 1, 2, 3. So looking for 4 and 5 before anything else happened. And that means that we have more chances to be on the right side of the market for now. So we want to be looking at any pullback plays here. Similar story goes with the silver. Silver is also moving nicely higher. And when you start counting from here, you get the idea this is 1, 2, 3, 3. So we have more rooms towards the upside. So 42, 43 can easily be reached if you just use 5 equal 1, 41, 43, 127, 42, 94. So let's say 42 is that area where I want to see silver. The good part can be that we want to be a buyers. We want to look for a more bullish opportunities along the way. Definitely nothing changed here. But for example, from last week or 2 weeks ago, silver now looks better, much better. You remember, like, the only thing that we said that's been working nicely in this metal was that pullback plays, like any three swing pullback worked pretty fine. So why not, guys? Why not continue with that part? Crypto is something that I don't like at the moment. Like, I love it and I don't love it. I love the idea of being bullish, to be honest. I love that idea. From a wave point of view, I see a more potential for a further drop. That's the part where I have the issue. But overall, I'm bullish because price action is bullish. At least short term, I want to see a price back to here. So 116, definitely something I want to watch for. Nothing crazy. Also, here in Ethereum, we zoom, we're looking this as a tree. We didn't reach that 5k area that we talked. We came close to that, but any pullback still will give us a decent trading opportunity, if you ask me. So pullback plays can still work out, still on the focus. I really just believe that there are better options right now in the market, especially, let's say, in the indices market. If you look, let's see, Dow Jones, sorry guys, Nasdaq, you have a nice looking triangle that can easily move us nicely towards the new highs. I believe that the way forward is over and that we are going to see that new high pretty soon. So I would rather focus on that compared on the crypto market this week. But let's see. DAX still moving lower. Of course, still holding this as a potential triangle while 23,364 holds. I would need to see some conviction even on the smaller time frame. Even on the smaller time frame that we are ready to move higher just because this move is a correction. So you need some sort of a proof that we are ready before I start buying. But let's see. Let's drop on the smaller time frame and check the market, see how market open. Let me drop here quick. Just because I didn't want to read through everything. Like, how market can, technically speaking, today be moved higher towards the weekly opens, dropping lower, but I really believe that we are just going to move higher. So definitely a short term, let's see if we are going to move higher right away or we are going to go for liquidity here and then move higher. But overall, looks fine. Let's see if we have some movements in the dollar index. Market moved down, tried to move higher, failed to create the new highs. We are seeing a further push lower. Definitely more bearish at this moment. Nothing special, but while we remain below 98.63, we should be more bearish. Yesterday it was a different story, just because like how we started this week. We started this week by taking that previous month low, moved higher, break of the structure, and of course went to try to test this resistance zone. Let's call it like that. Let's call it however you want, to be honest. And we are seeing a pullback. So short term, definitely a pullback. More bearish, let's see. Euro, nothing new. Not that much movement, but let's see. Gold. Gold continued to move higher, so we are seeing some pullbacks right now. But let's see. Definitely nice looking opportunity. So any pullback can work out. But when I say a small pullback in a gold, like something like this, like a small flag can easily work out. But when you are trying to trade this kind of a setups on a smaller time frame, don't go crazy. Don't target, let's say, 4 or 5k, doesn't matter. Like target this inverse 1618, because there is a good chance that that inverse 1618 will be reached compared to the idea of seeing something crazy. Okay. There are also a little bit of a pullback here. Bitcoin went to test the previous day highs. We are seeing a rejection. We drop below this 11,000, definitely the next area where we can expect to see the market 110,600. Ethereum still doing higher highs, higher lows. So if you want a more bullish movement, we should hold above 4,342. That's definitely, I'm looking for a push lower here just because nice looking flag. So why not? Okay, guys, so you know the plan for today. Definitely, we didn't change anything much. We are still holding the same views as we hold it for the last 2 months. Nothing new, nothing that we need to change significantly in our strategy. We just need to be patient when we are trying to find our setups. Definitely, I believe that we are going to see much more setups coming this week, especially after that non-farm payroll on Friday. And that market will present to us a decent trading opportunities during this month. We'll see all that really soon. Nothing today that's worth really watching. Like definitely job opening can move the market. Nothing special, but definitely something to check. Everything else, guys, just follow the plan and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care, guys.